Welcome to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun Bowl and home to the UTEP Miners, and it's always a pleasure to come out this way, and we're certainly excited about the game we have in store. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Stands in and takes the hit. And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
And that right there is a huge reason why this team has a winning record coming into this game. Their defense takes the ball away. And here on the opening drive, you see the athleticism in the back end of the defense, picking it off and putting it in great field position for their own.
He finds his man. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And on that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. And they're able to get him on the ground. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Throws to the back. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Slater. Into the spin cycle and forward. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UTEP. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. USF looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Bulls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Makes the grab. It's Finley.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit, and my wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The RPO fired complete to the left. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 84 yards, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Washington 14, UTEP 7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Miners getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the right. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Hand off from the shotgun. Brought to the ground, but not before getting it up for the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Bought a little time, lets it go. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You know, if you're going to complete these dagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on that play.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. using the quick game.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver, running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Washington right back to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage.
Touchdown, Huskies! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of the deep ones.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Got his man quickly. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback in the first progression.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
At the 45 on his way. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Man, that's always a bad feeling when you're holding your gap and then you turn around and all you see is the back of his jersey. The guy running down the field, chewing up all those yards.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, UTEP. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Pocket starts to collapse.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs defense and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Looking deep. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Husky.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be knocked down. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your...
Continues to fight for yards. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
And you could see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires to the middle. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Going up top on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
And those are so frustrating when you're in defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He'll try to do it himself. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards, pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Washington wants to go quickly.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
scrambles and throws off the RPO. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Washington! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Number 5.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Handoff from the gun. He breaks the tackle. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Handoff to the lone back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
35. UTEP.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And the Washington offense will take over. First and 10.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got his man to the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Washington right back to the line. Toss sweep to the right. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Brings up second down.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Huskies. And the route is on. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And he tacked on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. The lone back's got it. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Here's a return from midfield. And the returner will be brought down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. They'll go to the toss. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Washington! And the pummeling has started.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 7 over Rutgers. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Huskies! And the stomping has commenced.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
14.
On the run from inside his own 5. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on out.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Going for it all. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Oh, he got loose. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
He's looking to throw it. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Got it behind the line. It's Wade. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Washington wants to go quickly. Looking to throw on second down. He looks that one in nicely. Touchdown, Huskies! And the beatdown has ensued. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on third and short. They'll try to run for it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, when you're running the power play as a running back, you've got to be patient and know that that needs to hit up the middle. If you try to bounce it outside, you risk getting a tackle for loss, and that's what happened.
The Miners line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it. So much for the wet ball drill. He muffed it, and it's loose on the ground. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get him in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he has to throw for it. They're setting up the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's going to pass on second down, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. Washington, 63, UTEP.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He lets one fly deep. Reels it in down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. They run the reverse. Fights off a defender. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Washington right back to the line. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
On second down, looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Washington.
Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. They're going to go for it on 4th down, and remember, from this spot, they can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. Touchdown, Washington! And the punishment has been extended.
Touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown.
14.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Throwing right. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Oh, it's loose. Defense just fumbling, securing it.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They're bringing heat. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Grabbed over the middle. It's DeMarco. Makes a catch and knocked down. Washington wants to go quickly.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Caught over the middle. It's DeMarco. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Snags it over the middle. He'll make the stop at the 21 after a pickup of about 5.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping.
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast. Because
it's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They're going to throw it again. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. And you know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
They'll throw it on first down. Gonna let it fly. And he's got it inside the 25. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Wide receiver shows motion. He's going to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Washington right back to the line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On second down, wants to throw it. Got it! Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Takes the easy completion. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
78, UTEP 14.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the ball is picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. If They're not worried about early and down, still trying to execute their offense, still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Trying to find his man on first down. He's going to run it. They get to him as he throws. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of